For purely resistive circuit, this is the purely resistive circuit. Your AC is nothing but V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t. So this is called input. Okay. So this is called this is called load. That is called resistive load. Okay. So across the resistive load. So what is the voltage and what is the power? Okay. So how the power factor is changing. So these all are concepts in previous lecture completed. You know, well, for resistive circuit, so this is the resistive circuit. So VT is called total instantaneous voltage and VM is called maximum voltage. The voltage across the resistor is called VR. Okay. So VT is equal to VM sin omega t. So IT is equal to VPT by R and V. So only resistor now. So that's why the current IT is nothing but VT by R. Okay. If one more is called inductor is connected, that is called IT is equal to VT by so Z impedance. You have to take impedance if it is inductor or capacitor. Otherwise, both are LC. Okay. So only resistive network. Now that's why the denominator is only resistance. Okay. So IT is equal to VT by R and VT is equal to Vm sin omega t. That's quick. And then IT is equal to Im sin omega t. Im is nothing but maximum value of current. Okay. Vm by R is called Im. This is the waveforms for phasor diagram. So for purely resistive circuit, so for purely resistive circuit, it's not allows not it not oppose the sudden changes in current or changes in voltage. Okay, the resistor property is not oppose the changes in current and okay sudden changes in current or sudden changes in voltage. Okay, the property of resistor is nothing but not opposes the sudden changes in current and not sudden changes in voltage, because of this is not a voltage storage device and power energy storage device. A resistor is not a energy storage device. That's why it's not opposing any voltages and current. It's not opposing voltages and currents. Okay, it dissipates the energy in the form of heat. That's it. Okay, it's not a storage device. That's why the voltage and currents are in phase across the resistor. Okay, that's why it's starting from zero. Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t and It is equal to Im sin omega t. Both are in phase. That's why it's starting from zero onwards. So the voltage source, the voltage waveform and the current waveform both are in phase. Okay, there is no phase angle delay. Vm sin omega t and Is omega t. There is no phase difference between these two across the resistor. Okay, that means voltage and currents are both are in phase and series are only resistive circuit, purely resistive circuit. That's why if you are taking a voltage as a reference, this is called voltage. Okay, that current is also in phase in a vector representation. Okay, so this is called voltage. So if you are taking voltage, this is called reference. So if a voltage VR, that means voltage across the resistor and current flowing through the resistor both are in phase. There is no phase displacement between these two. Angle between IR and VR is equal to 0. That's why what is the power factor? Cos pi is nothing but angle between voltage and current. That's why pi is equal to 0 means cos pi is equal to 0, 1. Cos 0 is equal to 1. For resistive circuit, what is the power factor? Unity. Okay, because of angle between voltage and current is 0. That is nothing but power factor is equal to cos 0. Cos 0, 1. Purely resistive circuit, power factor is equal to 1. That is about resistor and power. This is the power. The instantaneous value of the power drawn by the circuit is a product of instantaneous values of voltage and current. You know, well, I'm already explained. So V into I, Vm sin omega t into Im sin omega t. So we'll get like this. Okay, instantaneous power across the resistor, and apply find the average power by integration 0 to 2 pi. So we'll get P average is equal to V into I, Vrms into Irms. Okay, so like this we will get the power across the resistor in this way. Okay, the average power consumed by the purely resistive circuit is multiplication of just Vrms into Irms. It's called average power across the resistor. Then inductor, purely inductive circuit. Okay, purely inductive circuit, this is the circuit diagram. So Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t, you know well, and this is called inductor. Only inductor. Here resistance 0. Okay, resistance 0, only purely inductor. Okay, so you know well, inductor opposes the sudden changes in current. It opposes the changes in current. Okay, That's why in this inductor, across the inductor, current lags. Try to concentrate. Inductor opposes the sudden changes in current. So inductor stores energy in the form of electromagnetic field. You know well. Inductor is nothing but coil. Okay, by using coil, so we have to generate magnetic field. Am I right or not? The flux can be generated by using coil. Okay, that means by using flux, we have to create the poles, north pole and south pole. Okay, that means the inductor store the energy in the form of electromagnetic field. Magnetic field. Okay, that's why the magnetic field is depending on flux and flux depending on current. That's why the inductor opposes the sudden changes in current. Understood? That's why current lags the voltage. Current lags the voltage. Okay. Otherwise, voltage leads the current by angle some pi. Understood? But across the resistor, voltage and currents are in phase because of resistor is not a storage device. Understood? Voltage is not resistor is not a energy storage device. Okay. Is not opposes the sudden changes in voltage and not opposes the sudden changes in current. Just to dissipate the energy in the form of it. But inductor store the energy in the form of magnetic field, electromagnetic field. That energy is called half Li square. You know well. Half Li square is called energy stored in inductor. Okay, it opposes the sudden changes in current. That's why across the inductor, current lags the voltage. So purely inductor, that's why the current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. Okay. So the equations Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t, you know well. Okay, due to the self-inductance of the coil will be EMF induced in it, and the back EMF opposes the instantaneous rising or fall in current through the coil. Okay, it opposes the sudden change in current instantaneous. You know well, according to the Faraday's law and Lenz's law, E is equal to minus L into d by dt. One is called according to the Lenz's law. Okay, so you will get like this equation. So like this, I is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90 degrees. Okay, I is equal to Im sin omega t minus 90 degrees by solving these equations. Here minus 90 means current IT minus 90 means it lags the voltage. Understand? So try to concentrate here. So this is the voltage starting from 0. This is the voltage starting from 0. But current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. Na? Okay. After 90 degrees, it will start. Current waveform will start after 90 degrees. Okay, this is the 90 degrees. It's a 90 degrees delayed current waveform. Okay, voltage waveform 90 degrees is fast. I mean, it's starting from 0. It follows the reference. Okay, reference. So it start from 0 voltage, but current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. That's why it start from exactly middle, pure inductor, across the pure inductor. Understood? So so reference line, and then across the inductor is not opposes the voltages. Understand? Only it opposes the currents only. Okay, that's why the voltage in phase with the reference. If you are taking a reference in this line, the voltage and the reference sensor both are in phase, but current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. That's why so pi is equal to minus 90 degrees. Then what is the power factor result? Power factor is equal to cosine of angle between voltage and current. Na? So what is the angle between voltage and current here? 90 degrees. Cos 90, 0. For pure inductor, what is the power factor? 0. Understood? 0 lagging power factor. Understood? And then what is the power here? Power is equal to VI cos pi, you know well. Cos pi means angle between voltage and current, and that's nothing not but cos 90. So 0 average power consumed by the inductor. Then instantaneous power is equal to PT into V into I, Vm sin omega t, Im sin omega t. So by simplifying this equation, we will get like this. And the average power by taking the by finding the average power is equal to, so like this. I'm already explained this concept in the previous lecture. So this average power consumed by the pure inductor is equal to 0. Okay, P average is equal to 0. So that means inductor is not a energy consuming device. It's energy storage device. Okay, but a resistor energy dissipating device. But inductor is not a energy dissipating. It's a energy storage device in the form of electromagnetic field. Understand? That's why the average power across the inductor is equal to 0. The average power consumed in the purely inductive circuit is 0. Understand? Then purely capacitive circuit. Okay, so this capacitor store the energy in the form of electrostatic field, you know well. Inductor store the energy in the form of electromagnetic field. That means inductor is related to the current. Inductor is current property. Capacitor voltage property. Understood? Inductor current related, capacitor voltage related. So that's why the capacitor opposes the sudden changes in voltage. Okay. Capacitor store the energy in the form of electrostatic field. Electrostatic field, that is nothing but half CV square. Energy stored in capacitor is nothing but half CV square. Okay. So that's why it is one of the energy storage device. It opposes the sudden changes in voltages. That's why the voltage lags the current. Understood? Voltage lags the current angle by 90 degrees. Otherwise, current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. So like that we will get. Understood? Capacitor store the energy in the form of electrostatic field. That's why it supposes the sudden change in voltage. Okay. And the capacitor voltage lags the current by 90 degrees. Understood? And then Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. So Q is equal to C into Vt, you know well. By substituting these values and simplifying the expression, we will get It is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90 degrees. That means current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. Plus 90 degrees is nothing but leading. No? Okay. Waveform of phasor diagram. So here Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. So it starts from 0. Okay. If you are taking as a reference as a voltage, if you are taking voltage as a reference, so it starts from 0, but current leads by 90 degrees. Okay. Current leads the voltage by 90 degrees because of capacitor not allow the sudden changes in voltage. That's why voltage lags the current by 90 degrees. Purely capacitor. Na? That's why complete 90 degrees. So that's why it starts from here onwards. Current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. So before starting a voltage waveform, current waveform already started for 90 degrees. Okay. Current waveform, IT, that much current flowing through the capacitor is already started before starting a voltage waveform. Understand? That means voltage uh, lags the current by 90 degrees. Otherwise, current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. Okay. So that's why we will get the phasor diagram. If you are taking a voltage as a reference, okay, voltage as a reference in that case. So voltage lags the current by 90 degrees. Okay, if you are taking anti-clockwise direction, voltage lags the current by 90 degrees. Otherwise, current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. Current leading here. Current leading from here starting in onwards. Otherwise, voltage lagging starting here onwards. Before of after current started a waveform, the voltage waveform is start like this. Okay. Understood. So what is the difference between inductor and capacitor? Then same here power instantaneous value of power drawn by the circuit is given by the product of instantaneous values of voltage and current, and P of t is equal to V into, so by simplifying this expression we will get like this. Understood? Then average power is equal to average power consumed by the purely capacitor is equal to 0. Understood? So angle between voltage and current is 90 degree. Power is equal to Vi cos pi cos 90 0. The average power consumed by the inductor and average power consumed by the pure capacitor is 0. Understood? So in this way, okay. Then coming to the concept, next series resistance inductance RL circuit. RL circuit. So here resistor and inductor. The voltage across the resistor is called VR. Voltage across the inductor is called VL. Okay. So that means both effects. At a time, both effects, resistor and inductance effect. In that case, so what happened? Here, because of inductor, current compulsory lags the voltage by some angle. If it is purely inductor, 90 degrees. Okay, because of some resistance effect, current lags the voltage by some angle only, not 90 degrees. Okay, So that's so some angle nothing but phi. Okay, VT is equal to Vm sin omega t. That is called total voltage. Okay, so this is called reference voltage, supply voltage. And here current lagging na, because of inductor. What is the current? IT is equal to Im omega t minus pi. So because of that, some angle pi lagging. So before pure inductor, started from here for pure inductor. Because of resistance RL, so the this waveform will start from here onwards. Pi, some angle pi lagging. Okay, so we'll get like this. The expression. So what is the phasor diagram? So by taking the current as a reference in this circuit diagram, by taking the current as a reference in series RL circuit, the current is constant. Okay, the current I'm taken like this, and then voltage across the inductor VR voltage across the inductor is called VR. It is in phase with the current. The voltage across the resistor and the current flowing the resistor both are in phase. Current and voltage across the resistor are in phase. The angle between voltage and the current across the resistor is 0. That's why. So VR will get like this. Okay. So VR will get like this. Then what is the voltage across the inductor? VL. Okay. Voltage across the inductor is across the inductor, voltage leads the current by 90 degrees. Okay. So that's why VL. For pure inductor, voltage leads the current by 90 degrees. Current here, voltage here. The angle between voltage and current is 90 degrees. And then what is the total voltage? Means what is the voltage? The resultant of voltage is nothing but VR and VL is nothing but total voltage. That is called V. V is equal to VL plus VR. Okay. The resultant of the VL and VR is called total. This total voltage. Understood? So V is nothing but this voltage is nothing but VR plus VL. They are this two voltages is called total voltage V is. That is called V. V is equal to VR plus VL. So phasor. That means V is equal to root of VR square plus VL square according to the Pythagoras rule. This voltage V is nothing but, so this is called VL, same length here, VL. Then V is equal to root of VR square plus VL square. So in this way we will get like this. So what is the impedance here? Z is equal to R plus J into XL. Z is equal to R plus J into XL. What is the impedance here? Impedance Z is equal to R plus J into XL. So like this. You know well, voltage across the inductor VR and I in phase. Okay. Across the resistor, voltage and currents are in phase. So in phase. But across the inductor, voltage leads by 90 degrees. Na? So like this. So resultant of these two is called so V. So we'll get like this resultant between. Understand? So this is the voltage triangle. V is equal to I into R. V is equal to I into XL. V is equal to I into Z. The resultant is called so I total voltage V is equal to I into Z, and V is equal to I into R voltage across the resistor. Across the resistor, voltage and currents are in phase. That's why I into R. Across the inductor, voltage leads 90 degrees. This is current. If it is current, I okay leads the voltage V. And then resultant of these two is called V. I into Z. I into XL plus I into R. Then V is equal to VR square plus VL square. You know well, this total voltage is nothing but VR square plus VL square according to the Pythagoras rule. And then VR is equal to I into R plus VL is equal to I into XL. And then you will get Z is nothing but R plus J into XL. And then magnitude of Z is nothing but under of R square plus X square for RL circuit. So here Z is equal to under of for impedance triangle Z is equal to R plus J into XL. So Z is equal to under of R square plus X square. Pi is equal to tan inverse of XL by R. Here pi is equal to tan inverse of XL by R. And then what is the cos pi? Power factor is here. Cos pi, power factor, cos pi, R by Z. Am I right? Okay. Adjacent by hypotenuse. You know well, cos pi is equal to R by Z. And then sin pi is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So XL by Z. Sin pi. For power triangle, so real power, this is called real power. Okay, reactive power and apparent power. Or complex power is also called as a complex power. Complex power. S is also called as a complex power. apparent power or complex power. This is called real power. This is called reactive power. This is called apparent power. VA units are real power units are watts. Reactive power units are var. Apparent power units are V into A, VA or VA or kVA. You know well. The real power is equal to power into V into I cos pi. That's I square into R. Then reactive power is equal to Q into VI sin pi. I'm already explained definitions. Real power is equal to V into I to sin cos pi. So we'll get like this I square into R. Then reactive power V into I into sin pi. Okay. And then I square into XL. So reactive power. And then apparent power is equal to V into I. Then I square into Z. Understood. Then the power factor of the cos circuit cos pi is equal to R by Z or P by S. According to the power triangle, P by S. Cos pi is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. So P by S. So we'll get like this. So this is the instantaneous power consumed by the series RL circuit, and then average power. I'm already explained this is last previous lecture. Series resistance and capacitance circuit. Try to consider resistor and capacitor, VR and VC. Okay. So what is the concept here? Voltage. Before current concept, inductor. Here voltage across the capacitor means capacitor lags the voltage. Okay, lags the voltage. Inductor current lagging concept. Capacitor voltage lagging concept. Okay, voltage across the capacitor lags the current by 90 degrees. Okay, understood. Voltage across the capacitor lags the current by 90 degrees. That means current leads the voltage by 90 degrees across the capacitor. But across the resistor, voltage and currents are both are in phase. So that's why. So this is called voltage supply voltage Vt is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, and then what is the current here? It is equal to Im sin omega t. Current leads across the capacitor. Current leads na voltage lags. That's why current leads the some angle by pi angle degrees pi. That's why current waveform start before of voltage waveform because of voltage lagging. Current leading here. Okay, some angle pi degrees. Current leading. That's why the current waveform start from before the voltage waveform started. Okay, starting here voltage waveform start here from, but current waveform already started before of voltage waveform. That's why current leads voltage lags. That is the concept. So across the resistor, voltage VR and current both are in phase. Okay, across the capacitor, voltage lags the current by 90 degrees. VC lags the current by 90 degrees. Otherwise, current leads the voltage by 90 degrees across the capacitor. Understood? And then, so by taking the current as a reference, so voltage and VR and current are in phase across the resistor. That's why like this. And then VC, that is called voltage across the capacitor, lags the current by 90 degrees. So like this. Okay. And then the resultant of these two voltages is called resistor and capacitor. Resultant of these two voltages is called total voltages. That is called V. So V is equal to VC plus VR. Okay. VC VC bar plus VR bar actually. Okay. Otherwise V is equal to under of VR square plus VC square. VR square plus VC square. V is according to the Pythagoras. So in this way we will get voltage across the resistor RC circuit in the circuit. This is the wave. Then similarly voltage triangle and impedance triangle and power triangle for series RC circuit. So V is equal to, so as this is called in phase and voltage across the capacitor lags. That's why it is like this. And the resultant of this called total voltage. So VR square plus VC square. V is equal to this voltage. And then Z is equal to R square plus under R square plus X square. Actually, Z is equal to R minus J into XC. Here, Z is equal to R minus J into XC. Understood? So across the inductor, Z is equal to R plus J into XL. Across the inductor, that is my RL circuit for series RL circuit. Z is equal to R plus J into XL. For series RC circuits, Z is equal to R minus J into XC. Okay, so this is called impedance triangle. Okay, here minus x in now, so that's why the minus x is like this. So z r, z is equal to r minus j into xc. Okay, j is called imaginary term. That's like I mathematically. You have to take an as I na mathematics. Here for electrical point of view, I is called current. So that's why we are taking an as another parameter that is called J. Okay, for electrical point of view, Z is equal to R minus J into Xc. Then magnitude of Z is equal to nothing but under of R square plus X square. Then pi is equal to tan inverse of minus Xc divided by R. So what is the power factor here? Cos pi is equal to R by Z. Same. Okay, power factor for series RL circuit or RC circuit R by Z. Okay, and what is the sin pi is here? Minus X divided by R. Am I right? Sin pi is equal to cos pi is equal to R by Z adjacent by hypotenuse. Sin pi is equal to minus X by Z. Okay, sin pi is equal to minus X by Z. So then power triangle, real power, reactive power, apparent power. So these are the different powers for series RC circuit. These are very, very important. Definitely will get 2 marks question from impedance triangle and power triangle. Okay, admittance triangle also. Impedance triangle and power triangle and admittance triangle. Let's go. A real power is equal to P is equal to V into cos pi. That is called I square into R. And reactive power is equal to sin pi. Na? So V into sin pi, then I square into XL. Okay, the real power deal by resistor and the reactive power deal by reactive power is deal by that is called XL. Okay, and apparent power S is equal to V into I. This also called as complex power V into I. So V is equal to I into Z. No? That's why I square into Z will get. Then cos pi is equal to R by Z or P by S. These are the instantaneous powers. PD is equal to Vm sin omega t plus Im sin omega t. So by simplifying this equation, you will get like this. Okay, so Vi cos pi. So this is about a series pure inductor and pure capacitor and a series RL and RC circuit. Okay, up to here. So